Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 11th. We're going to just jump right in here, Aries, and see what is going on for you at this time. I'm pretty sure you had this Bobcat spirit last week, right? Maybe not. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's just kind of like I'm having deja vu looking at it. So I feel some of you, or I feel like you had that for whatever reason. But let's see, and again, I could be wrong, so believe it or not, I've been wrong before. But let's see here, you have the, pretty crazy, you have the Judgment card and the Tower. To me, in a reading, the Judgment card and the Tower coming up together in a reading is the most powerful combination in the tarot. You're the second sign already this week that has had both cards come up together, so pretty crazy. You start off with this Capricorn card. It says achieve on it. So I feel like for some of you there that you need to have an achievement. Again, the Tower and the Judgment card to me is a major wake-up call. It's like a major revelation. It is having some sort of major realization. And when both cards come up together, it's like a shock, you know? And it's kind of like being shaken, awake. And you also have the Star, which is nice. The Tower, you know, I read past, present, future, basically. And the Star is coming up in your future. Star comes up after the Tower. It says you are healing from a Tower moment, literally. So I do feel if you had a Tower moment, not a big deal, because you have the Star showing up here as well. But I do feel that you could be achieving a lot. You have the Tower, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hermit. It's kind of interesting because, you know, this could be a positive Tower moment. It could be one of those moments where you're exceeding your own expectations. I kind of feel both intuitively here with the Tower card. I feel that some of you, this could be a surprise, like you're surprising yourself at what you are capable of doing, right? So you're going to have to put in the work. The other thing is I feel like you're going to have to do things differently to surprise yourself, if that makes sense. The Tower can represent doing things the same way. That's why the Tower falls. The Tower needs to fall. I always say, to me, the Tower is a good card because the Tower is falling because those people are ignoring reality. They have built the walls up around them too high, and it could say that they aren't changing their perspective on anything. It's a card of being stagnant, card of being stuck. It's a card of everything being the same and not trying anything new. So what I feel for you, number one, this could be a positive surprise, but I kind of feel like everything here is saying there's like a little bit more. So if you're working towards something, I feel like the Tower is saying there could be a positive surprise here, but you're gonna have to try to do things differently. Try something new to have the surprise. You even have the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of quality work. It's also a card of like hard work, but there's a fire triangle up here and a water triangle right down here, Aries. The water triangle, it's kind of like the cherry on top. It's kind of like doing a little bit extra to find success. So I feel that some of you need to kind of like find a way, like whatever you're working towards, whatever you're trying to achieve with that Capricorn card, I feel like there's a little bit extra. We even see the Hermit here as well. Next, the Hermit is standing at the top of a mountain. He has achieved something, just like that Capricorn card. He has climbed to the top of the mountain, but he has the Star in his lantern right here. What's interesting is that in this bottom row, you have the Star over here. I really feel that this is kind of like saying you need to let something out. Something needs to be revealed here for you to have a positive surprise in your life, right? Just down and dirty tarot. That's kind of how I'm seeing this in my head, intuitively. You even have this Life is a Mystery card. So, you know, I feel like what you're, maybe for a lot of you, what's happening is like you're heading in a direction that you didn't think you were going to head in your life. Like maybe you're saying to yourself, I don't think, maybe I know that a lot of you are saying to myself, I never thought I would be here. And like those are the words that are popping into my head. And I feel like this is a good thing because it's like, I feel like you're going to new lands. You even have the Three of Wands as your first card in this row. Three of Wands. Well, I'm just going to show you. He has these boats that are out in front of him here. There's 3 boats in the harbor. Normally, the water, it normally has a yellow color. I'm using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and so normally on a traditional Rider-Waite, it's like yellow, the water, and it's meant to represent him thinking that he's looking at a desert. He thinks that he's looking at nothing. He thinks that there's no opportunity in front of him, but if he looks closer, he will see the boats, and he can get on those boats, and he can go on an adventure. And I kind of feel that for you here, where it's like the adventure that you're going on is maybe one where you didn't really think you would be going in that direction, but you are. I really feel that this reading is encouraging you to get unstuck as well. Tower, Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles. I feel like it's asking you to set yourself free. I feel like it's asking you to kind of like make some progress and to move forward here, Aries. It just seems to me like the Four of Pentacles is saying, without even getting into part 2 yet, to me it's saying like get unstuck. The Three of Wands is kind of like a card of like, what are you waiting for? I always say that Three of Wands can be a card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment to change. So I feel like the time is now. You have the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. Kind of weird. I feel like you've had a Pisces showing up in your readings recently. It could be a Pisces or an Aquarius. It's like in that part of the sky. Could be a Capricorn as well, if you're looking for love. The High Priestess also represents mystery. You have that Life is a Mystery card. And it is a mystery what is behind her. She has this tapestry behind her here with these pomegranates on it. There are also dates on it as well. It kind of represents masculine and feminine energies together. But really, that tapestry, it's a mystery what is behind her. And you need to... So what is the solution? How do we know what's behind her? You just have to find out. That's a trick. You have the Judgment card right here, and I feel like the Judgment card is saying you have to answer the call, right? It's like maybe you have I always feel this for you, Aries, and it's like people always say you say the same thing. I'm like, yeah, Three of Wands. You get the Three of Wands in all your readings, and it's like it's like I'm not making this stuff up here. It's like you want to expand, as I always say in all your readings. I feel like you want to expand. I feel like you want more in your life, and I feel like you have to explore the mystery to get there. What is the mystery? I feel like you feel inspired to do something. Star card. Star card is something we see where, like, it's like all those things where you say to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if, wouldn't it be nice if I had my own business? Wouldn't it be nice if I got married and had children? Wouldn't it be nice if I did whatever it is that you want to do? It's different for all of you. Whatever it is, whatever you're saying, wouldn't it be nice if, that's like the star card in your reading. And I feel like the High Priestess is saying, like, what if you take one step towards whatever that is, whatever your wouldn't it be nice is. Did that make sense? I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm getting here with this card. You have the Queen of Cups. Again, some of you could be dealing with a water sign. Obviously, that's not going to be true for all of you. I kind of feel like this is a very kind, caring, nurturing energy. And I feel like it's encouraging you to nurture like an idea. Or I feel like you need to nurture your wouldn't it be nice if this happened? Wouldn't it be nice if that happened? I just feel there's a lot of success in you moving towards something where you're saying, wouldn't it be nice if I had this? And the Queen of Cups kind of represents putting your emotion behind something so you can be successful. Next, let's see here. You have this woman card. It says dealings or relationships with a woman. Again, general reading, could be any gender that you're dealing with. You could just be dealing with a person. You have this angel card. It says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So clearly, some of you, I feel like both of these cards are the same. I feel like it's saying you could be guided, or you could be being guided by like a guide, an ancestors, something like that at this time. And that's really what I feel here. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Star. The Judgment card, this right here is your higher self angel. So you are clearly being guided at this time. It's kind of blowing my mind this week because I'm pretty sure like almost everyone has had the Judgment card. I do feel we're all being called to something greater or bigger. Why? Because we're entering into this time of Aquarius, as I keep saying to everyone. There is a lot of energy in Aquarius. And Aquarius kind of wants everybody to be their own little star. I feel like Aquarius wants everyone to be their own, become famous on their own. Are you literally becoming famous? No, not necessarily. This could just mean that you're becoming an inspiration for people in your life. You could just be inspiring yourself. You could just be surprising yourself, like I said with that Tower card. And it doesn't have to be anything huge or major. It could just be, something more on a personal level. But it looks to me like that's what you're doing with the star energy. It's also interesting that, the High Priestess, she has this crown on her head, and it represents the fact that she sees the beginning and the middle and the end of all situations. You also have this bird, this ibis in the tree on the star above my finger there, and it represents seeing the big picture, seeing everything that's laid out in front of you and kind of moving towards it, or making things happen with that ibis. And that's what I feel like you're doing here I really feel you kind of finally, maybe your vision is coming together on your plans, your goals, your wishes, your dreams, and all that other stuff. And I feel like again, that star is your wouldn't it be nice if I had this. The Judgment card is saying, what are you waiting for? Again, like, take the steps. The Four of Pentacles is kind of like staying stuck, right? The Four of Pentacles is a problem and it's a solution. So the Four of Pentacles is pretty simple to solve because we just need to set ourselves free with the Four of Pentacles. We just need to leave where we have always been. And I always get this message for you. Literally, your top row, Tower, Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles is like a move. So some of you could literally be moving. Some of you could just be moving away from something that you've always known or you've been doing for a long time. The other solution with the Four of Pentacles is he has his pentacle above his head, one above his heart. I always say, Greg Braden, one of my favorite people of all time, says, when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. So when our head and our heart come into alignment, then we can kind of overcome obstacles, move mountains, move past any challenges or anything that we're dealing with. So, how do you get into alignment? Star card. Everything in your reading is kind of pointing to the star, I feel. The star is kind of like having a north star, having something that you can focus on, having something that kind of guides you, right? And the star is having kind of like that reason why. And for whatever reason, all the readings this week have been very mission focused. Like, I feel like all the readings are encouraging people to have some sort of mission in their life. It could be big, it could be small, doesn't matter. I feel like it just needs to be something. And I feel like as long as you have that North Star, you will be successful. I would pay very close attention to what you are feeling inspired to do with that star card. Again, it might not be, I think your challenge here, Aries, is that it might not be where you thought your life was going. It's like maybe you thought you were gonna, have like one job or one career or one business, but there's actually something else over here that's totally different, that's more unexpected, that you're interested in doing. I would move in that direction. Some of you, it's like I kind of feel some limitations here, where you feel like, oh, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too whatever. I'd say get rid of those things. I would just take the first step with that High Priestess. But this is part one. Part two is linked up in the description down below.